What's up, guys? It's the Leap the Lips podcast. We are here at the Sarcoma Awareness event. We have three lovely guests here in the building. I'm going to allow each of them to introduce themselves. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Well, me and Chantel, I'm Tiziana, we're called HerStory. And then we got
the yo-yo rapper Richard Pikaso. Hi, everybody.
As she said, I'm Chantel, and I'm the other half of HerStory. And
I'm performing tonight. Nah, you're what's Patty. You already know it's your girl Silva. And it's Leap the Lips podcast, and we are here with these beautiful, beautiful people. We're going to get to know them a little bit. So, Pigkaso, first of all, you're so talented in so many ways. So tell them some of the things that you do.
Well, I mainly yo-yo. I do a lot of yo-yo events around New York City, specifically the Bronx, at Castle Hill. A lot of local fundraisers, charities. I'm recently integrated into several school systems to help teach kids how to do basic yo-yo tricks. And I'm also a lyricist, where I also, do a lot of hip-hop showcases like this and just spread the love and positivity and just ultimately being the lights for the world.
Do you feel like yo-yoing is like one of those things that's like a lost art now?
Absolutely, it's absolutely a lost art. It's like when I got into it, I felt like I was the only person in New York that knew how to yo-yo. But as time grew on, actually traveling and going outside my own borough, there's actually a lot of people. There's people that are just like me out there. Like now, yo-yoing is now up there with like Pokemon and Magic the Gathering per se.
What location would you say, like, do you see people that are most intrigued by, like, your yo-yoing and, like, the whole atmosphere is kind of, like, about this culture?
Brooklyn. Brooklyn. There's a lot of Brooklyn yo-yoers that I know, mainly, like, actually around Gowanus. I know a few. And it's like a big hub of them in Bushwick. And in the Bronx, for me, where I live, would be Gun Hill.
So what made you feel like, obviously you have to practice and keep practicing at what you do, right? So at what point did you say, like, I like this enough to keep practicing? Because, I used to do a little dog walk and, a little bit of trick, and I forgot what the other thing was called. I used to do little tricks with it, though, but, like, after a while, I kind of, like, I guess I wasn't that passionate to, like, stick with it. What made you feel this passionate about to, like, really stick with it, pick up a bunch of tricks, do all these cool things with it? Like, what kept you passionate about it?
Well, yo-yoing for me became like my escape from all the troubles I was going through when I was younger. Because I started yo-yoing when I was like 15, and around that time, my parents were thinking about divorcing. They were talking about moving to California, and my sister was contemplating a lot of bad thoughts that were not the best of thoughts at that current time. But we managed to get through it. But during those times when I was trying to get through it, yo-yoing was like my way of dealing with like my anxiety. It became like my ecstasy, like my cocaine, which is still to this day, it's the greatest cocaine ever. And, as time, developed, eventually things got a lot better. And I felt like it should be like an art that needs to be more out there, like, especially when you're dealing with a lot of things, because we all have our different vices. And fortunately for me, I chose the most positive thing I can think of, which was yo-yoing. It became like the ultimate vice and something that could spread to the entire world.
So, like...
she got some questions.
So I've seen you perform many occasions, and I feel like your performance is something to watch, and it's almost never the same. You know what I'm saying? No two performances are the same. So what elements do you include? Tell the people, and why, because there's a lot of little tricks. To me, I feel like you're like a rapper / magician / you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like but it's beautiful. So tell the people a little bit about your performance and what goes into it.
Well, I combine like my yo-yo skills, my demonstration with my lyricism. I'm trying pretty much to be, my ultimate goal is to be the Eminem Circus Soleil mix. I want to be like the ultimate circus performer in hip hop, like a ringleader of some sorts. So pretty much I hit you with like amazing yo-yo tricks, like from beyond walk the dog, rock the baby, like over the neck, under my leg, through my shirt, and then I drop it, and I just go bow with amazing bars that you probably haven't heard in a long time that has crazy meaning, crazy, like, oh, snap, make you go, well, play that back. And it's beautiful, and I love, like, I never try to do the same performance twice. Every performance I do, I got to do something different, because I feel like if I stick to doing it again, in my mind, it's like I feel like I'm being stagnant, and I'm not developing myself. So I always try to find different songs. I always try to put new music, take one out, put this in, try it out. If they love it, then I'll kind of stick with it, but I just like being different.
So how did this collaboration happen with HerStory? Talk about that.
Well, the single we have is called A Different Hand. It's a song about the LGBT. When I was a lot younger than I am, I didn't know any better. I was pretty much like a jerk to the LGBT. I thought it was like something wrong, like they were just like a whole nother species when I was younger. But over time, I learned that they're one of the best people I've ever met in my entire life. And during my hard times, when I was going through a lot of things, they were actually the first ones there for me, better than friends that I've known for years. And I already had the song written and the beat done, and I was sitting contemplating about who would be perfect for the hook and the bridge, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, I actually know a good group, a great group that can actually kill this. So I sent HerStory the song, and they worked on it. I think you were writing it down, and you said you would get back to me, and then eventually you came into the studio. We came into our studio. We did like a 4-hour section in my studio, which was beautiful. I got most of it on tape. We gotta show that, and it was like creating. It's like creating a Pigkaso painting, and we released it to the world, and we got a lot of great feedback on it, and I'm very happy of what we achieved, with the song, and I hope it spreads even further to the world than it has already.
Okay, so I want to know how everybody got their name, because this is my baby. We went to high school together, but I know her for like playing the guitar, singing, and everything like that. I was there from the very beginning, but then she became a duo. So everybody, real quick, tell them how you got your name and like what does it mean to you. How did you get your name? And then
How I got the name Richard Pikaso is my first name is Richard, and Pikaso is one of my favorite painters of all time, Pablo Picasso, and he said one of my most favorite quotes of all time, which is, "I'd rather be a rich man living a poor man's life." Because I just want to have a lot of money, but still wear sweats and wear busted up T-shirts down the street, and still get chopped cheeses, still eat M&Ms, and just go home and knowing that, hey, I'm still good, but I want to live like a bum.
Well, like she said, I'm one half of HerStory over here, and this beautiful lady over here, I don't know if you guys know, but we're a couple. That's my girlfriend, Tiziana. And, it all kind of came about spontaneously. It wasn't something that was planned, but, we were coming up with some weird-ass names that she wasn't a fan of. And then,
She was coming out with numbers. She's like, your favorite number's 9. My favorite number's 4. Let's just be 49 together. She was trying to play the lottery with our name. Anyways, so the reason why I called us HerStory is because as a writer, I'm always writing about stories that I've gone through. So it's always about a her, because obviously I'm into girls. So it's HerStory. That's what we are. When it comes to our music, we're always expressing a story about female empowerment, about what we've gone through. So, yeah.
And then you could thank Drake and The Weeknd with Crew Love, because when he says, I told my story to make his story, she's like, fuck that, we're going to say her story. So, there you go. Oh.
Well, I want to know from you two then, because he's told us about his vices and like his vices in his artistry. So what's your vice in your artistry? Like, what's your extent?
Writing. As a writer, I started with poetry, so as a writer, it allows me to get everything out that I normally wouldn't. So that's how I get my stuff out.
What's your vice as an artist?
My advice to people.
Your vice, like what's your vice?
Like what I love? My drug? Well, we're very different, and that's why it works. Because her vice is like writing, being in the studio creating. My vice is performing, engaging with people, connecting with people. So when I need the motivation to get focused on writing, she brings me there. But then I push her to like, let's perform, let's engage, let's do that. So our vices don't clash. They make us better. They complement each other. Also because she writes most of the songs, I make the beats, the guitar, all that stuff. So it goes together, it complements each other.
So guys, let us know where to find you guys, what you guys have planned for tonight.
So you can find me and her at Duo of HerStory on Instagram. Go check us out on Spotify if you want to listen to our EP. It's called Benefits of a Liar, and our music video is going to come out soon too. So please watch it. And
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all social medias at Richie Loves Yo-Yos, LUVS for loves, because, you know, Richie loves yo-yos. Duh.
Well, if you find him, you can find us because we currently have the song A Different Hand out with Richard. And like Tiziana said, our EP is out, Benefits of a Liar. You can find it on song.link/Benefits of a Liar. We have a video coming up soon. We got a video with Richard coming up soon. We got a lot of things coming up soon. So if you follow us, you'll stay in touch.
Thank you so much. This Lethalist podcast. Stay tuned. We got more for you. Grrr.